Let's see how well you know me. Let's see if you can find something that I would thrift.
Okay.
You feel confident? Now you guys might think we're crazy, but one of the things we did on our anniversary was go to the thrift store, so I thought it would be fun to see if Dave could find something that I would actually thrift. Once we were in the store, I split off from him and I found these flowers. They're like rattan, which I thought were really cute. They were $5.18. $5.18 was the number of the day. Wait until you see how many items I found for $5.18. I found this wooden wall sconce. It was missing like the glass hurricane that goes on it. It's also $5.18, and up here I spotted the matching one. So I put those back down there together. I liked this rolling pin. Immediately regretted picking it up though because it was very sticky. There's this neat piece of art down here. I think it was more of like a Home Goods or probably like TJ Maxx. But it was kind of cool looking. This is usually my favorite aisle. I didn't find a whole lot going on. I did find a learner letter organizer. I find these quite often. This one was $5.18. I didn't need it though, so I did put that one back. I spotted this basket up here on the top. It looked like maybe a little picnic basket, but I love the shape of it. It turned out to be a sewing basket with the pin cushion up on the top. I find sewing baskets to be really useful for storing items. Couldn't find the price, but then I found it and it was $5.18. The shelves were pretty stocked, so I was feeling confident that Dave would find something, but I wasn't having too much luck. I did like this little black cat made of pumpkins. I don't think it was vintage. It was $4.18. Switching things up. I found this lucite mushroom, which is actually quite a score. I was very excited to find it for $3.18. I later noticed that the flower was broken though, so I left it behind. I found Dave and he was standing next to this Ben Franklin. It was $14.18. I loved it, but not for that price. And then I also found this brass ashtray, which he said if he had seen that, he definitely would have picked that up. $5.18. Then it was time to see what Dave found for me. Okay, you did good. You did good. How much are they? Stop.
$9.18 each.
Oh my god. But they're
What?
so good. He did a great job with those brass fans. I was very impressed with him and he was very proud of himself. I found these candlesticks over there as well. They were also $5.18 each, except the little one. This was $3.18. I do need a wide candle holder, but it's not really the style that I'm looking for, so I passed on that. Down here, buried, we saw these brass trays. I got so excited. I really wanted one of these trays. It's $12.18. I ended up getting one of them. These little trays down here were $5.18. At least it was for the set of two. I did spot this cherub soap dish up here. He was very cute for $5.18. I put him in the cart to think about for a little bit. There was a beautiful brass vase up here. I actually really loved it. $5.18. And then there was this stone turtle. He was so beautiful. $5.18. At this point, it's just getting silly. I spotted this handheld mirror. I have been looking for one of these, and for $5.18, I decided to go for this one. I had one before and I sold it and I regretted it. I then found this clock that was actually in our kitchen and I had donated it and I wanted to see if Dave remembered it. Yeah. Over in the furniture, I found this beautiful mosaic Pier 1 table. I had just moved a bunch of plants around and done some rearranging. I thought this would be perfect to put one of the plants on in our bedroom. It was $13.98. This sofa over here was beautiful. It was $65. Whenever I see cool sofas like this, I just think they would look great in a coffee shop or a cafe. And it always makes me want to open one. Around this corner, I found a wicker hamper. It was in perfect condition, nice and clean as well. It was $15. And I actually really need a hamper for a hallway for the kids, so I picked that up. I did end up putting the soap dish and ashtray back, but I got the other items as well as the basket and small table. And I found this hamster wheel meant for cats. And I tried to convince Dave we should get it for our chunky dog. And then he really wanted to get this massive coffee table, which I loved, but unfortunately we decided it did not go with our living room. We really do have fun thrifting together, and we don't always get to do it without the kids, so this was a fun activity for our anniversary, even though it's a little unconventional.
You did a good job. No. We got a lot of extra stuff.